You come out. No, you come out.
Come into one of the interview rooms and we can talk about whatever you need.
Who are you?
I am a police officer. My collar number is 259. My name's Steph.
Okay.
And I'd like to help you if you need anything, got any questions, want to ask anything?
Yeah. So when's that glass gonna be fixed?
Oh, I have no idea. Apparently, do you remember when the riots were on and they smashed all the windows with the rocks?
Okay.
That cost £40,000 and the glass had to be brought in from Germany.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, because of the shape of the glass, it's going to be a while, I think.
Yeah.
We've got to get it specially made.
So it's taken about a year so far.
No, this hasn't. This has been done recently. This side one.
Oh, so somebody else smashed it?
Yeah.
Oh, so it wasn't connected to last year?
I think it was the same person that did that. Don't quote me, but I think it was the same person that did that also broke the phone as well.
Oh, okay.
On Christmas. I think he broke the phone on Christmas Day.
Oh,
It's
right.
a little bit inebriated and tried to drop kick the phone.
Oh, never mind. That's how it is sometimes.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, not good.
I mean, do you want to come in?
I don't. I mean, I've asked for pace and.
Did you get it?
Yeah. Code A, you gave me
Code A?
pace. Yeah,
Yep.
that's
Is there
that's
anything
fine.
in Code A or anything you want to know about it? Or I can help you
Well,
with?
it's accessible to the members of the public if we ask for it, and it should be available at the police station.
Yeah.
So.
It's available online as well. If you don't want to
Yeah. Not all the time. People's got internet, so it's just to let them know that they can go to the police station and pick it up,
Yeah, of course.
sort of thing. Yeah. So I'm just waiting on a couple of cars to come out now, and
The only thing is that this is not a response station.
Okay.
So you're not going to have blue lights. The only police officers here at the moment are the neighbourhood patrol teams.
Okay.
So it's the people you see sort of wandering around Broadmead,
Right.
Harborside. So there's only a couple of us that are in actually today.
Okay.
And we don't respond on blue lights and sirens.
Okay. Where's the response station then?
The nearest response is Patchway. I believe there's now a response team at Kenneth Steele House, which is down on Feeder Road.
How far is that?
How far is that? You can. I wouldn't recommend walking it. If you went up to where Temple Meads train station is,
Yeah.
and you know the passageway that goes down, it follows the river and it goes down underneath the train tunnel.
Right.
There's lots of sort of pictures underneath it, past the university buildings.
Right.
You carry on all the way down there. You get to the ambulance site on the right hand side.
Right.
And it's just in there, so you can sort of head in. It has got a response team.
Yeah.
I just don't know how many people are going to be working on it sometimes.
Okay.
So you're looking for that footage especially?
Nah.
No?
No.
Because some people, there's a couple of people that turn up, they're vloggers, and they like to take action shots and stuff.
Okay.
So there was a bloke here the other day actually, and I was like, "Oh, you must be freezing." It was absolutely freezing.
Yeah.
I said, "You all right?" He was like, "I'm looking for a police car to come out." It's like,
Yeah.
"We're not going to be any because there's no active."
Okay. So
somewhere.
the response stations are where?
The response station. So you've got Patchway, Keynsham, where the 2 custody suites are.
Okay. Where's that one?
Keynsham.
Yeah.
So Keynsham is probably about 6 miles that way.
Keynsham.
Keynsham.
How do you spell that?
Keynsham.
K-E-Y. Key.
It's spelled Keynsham, but it's pronounced Keynsham.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
And that is about 6 miles away. You could probably get a bus, but it's quite a trek.
Okay.
I wouldn't walk it.
Okay.
And you've got Patchway,
Okay.
which is. Do you know the area? Do you know Bristol? Do you know Baines area? Do you know Avon and
Just
Somerset?
tell me where it is.
Okay.
Just tell me where it is.
Okay, so if you didn't know Bristol, then you'd get a bus probably, and it's out towards South Gloucestershire area. So it's up towards the it's just off the M5.
Okay. So
M5.
Keynsham is the nearest one.
I'd say Feeder Road and Kenneth Steele House is your nearest one.
But they got custody suites at Keynsham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Patchway.
Okay, and Patchway.
They've also got one at Bridgewater, but that is miles away. So
Yeah.
you can go there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if there's anything that you want help with or anything.
Yeah. No. I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine.
Do I detect a London accent? A little bit?
I don't know. Are you a detective?
I am actually,
Are
yes.
you? Yeah. Why didn't you say you was a detective? You said you're a police officer. What's your rank?
I'm DC.
Okay.
Detective. I'm only constable. Nothing of rank.
Okay. What's the difference then?
What's the difference
Yeah.
between the ranks?
Yeah. You said you're a constable.
Oh yeah. So a constable is the lowest rank.
Yeah.
And then you've got sergeant, inspector, chief inspector.
Yeah, but you said you're a DC.
Oh, so I'm a detective constable. So I'm still at the lower rank.
Okay.
But I'm trained in. So you heard of CID?
What does that stand for?
It's Criminal Investigations Department.
Say that again. What?
Criminal Investigations Department.
CID.
CID.
Criminal Investigation Department.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
You ever watched?
Yeah.
If you've ever watched Call of Duty or any of those things
on TV.
No.
I don't really watch TV.
No?
I just no. I'm not.
Well, yeah, I was working on CID and then.
Working on the telly?
No.
Oh, I thought you said you was working on the.
No, I was working on CID.
Okay, you was working on CID, which is the Criminal Investigation Department. Okay.
Yes, and I was working there for a bit, and I loved it.
Yeah.
But we have to deal with very serious and complex cases.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, I loved it, but it gets to the point where you've got so many like serious cases. You need to have a little bit.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn around this way so that I'm not getting members of the public that's walking past. Because I'm not.
I was going to say you can come in if you want.
No, because if I get in there, you guys might want to keep me in there and stuck me behind the door.
I just thought we'd go and sit in the warm.
Yeah, couldn't you film in there?
Yeah. You can come in if you want to.
No, well, the reason being I ask that is because some police stations say that you can't film. No, not necessarily in the foyer, because the foyer is a public place. Like in an interview room or something like that.
Yeah, well, these are just. I mean, they're warm, but they're just little rooms that we can talk to. We talk to members of the public because obviously in the lobby there's lots of people that give
information. Yeah.
So we just take them to one of the rooms if you want to come in.
No, I'm fine. I mean, literally, I'll find out where Keitram is. And or not Keitram, maybe another station.
I'd say Patchway's probably closer.
Okay, yeah,
so
Patchway might be the one. Look, see, there's a car coming out now. But look, it's got emergency response vehicles exiting, so possibly that they do exit from there.
Yeah.
That's why I thought it was a bit. I asked where the entrance is for your station because I couldn't see an entrance. So is this an exit and an entrance?
Yes. Yeah. So there's pressure plates underneath the floor.
Okay.
And that's what makes the gate go up and down. So that's my colleague. He's neighbourhood policing.
Okay.
So then we have got some response officers on the team, but they don't always obviously need to go somewhere quick. So he might just be going off to do inquiries.
Yeah, shopping. Sunday shopping, I bet.
No, I doubt it.
So was you here when the everything kicked off?
The riot?
Yeah.
Thankfully we were on rest days because we have a shift pattern. So we were on rest days. But we did see it on the news.
Yeah. What's your views on it?
I think at the end of the day, everything that happens to this building comes out the public purse. Okay. And if the public have got to pay for windows to be repaired, then that's money that isn't going to. Which is fair enough, but if they're venting their frustration, is their cause? What I meant was, is their cause right? Even though they may be smashing windows. I mean, the cause and the effect is two different things up to a point. Yeah, no, it's true. I think that it's difficult to. Same with the Sarah Everard case ruling at the moment. The difference between freedom of assembly and freedom of expression and what the COVID law says, that's for a judge and a jury to decide. Same here, but the difference between freedom of expression and criminal damage is for a court to decide. Yeah, but they were protesting against the police and criminal. The bill. The bill. Yeah. It's not my place to say. I just keep to the laws. And most of the time I'm the investigator. So we put cases together. I see it like being like a referee. Yeah. A linesman. So we're the linesman. We tell the referee what's happened. So that's the court. Right. And then they make the decision as to what they're going to do about it. Okay. All right. Then just one question then. Go on then. If you was a police officer, well, not if. You might not be a police officer. You might just come out impersonating it. I am. Fair enough. So you see another police officer assaulting a member of the public. Right.
grabbing them,
Yeah.
unlawfully.
Right.
What would your response be?
If it's unlawful,
Yeah.
then I would intervene.
And what would be the procedures if you intervened in that respect?
If I
Would he be
intervene-
arrested? Would you say that you'd have to press charges? How would you treat the victim?
It's there's a lot of stuff that depends on the situation, the location, the time of day, what's happening. But in general, overall, you would have to report them. So same with a member of the public. If you know who they are and where they work, you stop the incident from carrying on.
Right.
You make sure that the victim's okay.
Okay.
If they need to go off to hospital, then that's fine. You deal with the victim comes first.
Okay. Yeah.
Once that's done, because same with a member of the public, if we know who they are, where they work, they're not going to be able to just run away.
Yeah.
Then
Mhm.
they'll be dealt with in whatever fashion needs to be dealt with. So if it's a case of all of my attention, if I was on my own, say, and all of my attention was on the victim,
Yeah.
that's my main focus.
Right.
Always,
okay.
always.
Okay.
Afterwards, I'd then write a statement to say what I saw.
Yeah.
If I've got my body-worn camera on, then that will back up my statement.
Yeah.
And then it's up to the supervisors and the professional standards department as to what happens next. So I provide my evidence,
Yeah.
and then they take it from there.
Right. So you should provide a report as such.
God, yeah.
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 If the victim didn't want to give you their name,
Yeah.
what happens in that circumstances?
It's a bit more difficult because you'd obviously hope for the victim to give a statement as well.
Right.
Because they are the people that can then give what's called a victim impact statement.
Right,
So
okay.
later on, they might have a fear of walking down the street and seeing police. They might have fear of reporting things in the future.
Yeah.
They may have like problems that impact them on a day-to-day basis.
Right.
So what would happen is we'd hope they give a statement, and then after the statement, after a bit of time, if it's going to go to court,
Yeah.
then we'd ask for a victim impact statement to say,
Right.
this happened here, we dealt with it at the time, but how has it affected you since?
Right. Okay. Can they give an email as a contact?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. An email is
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be name, address, and all that sort of stuff.
I mean, a name would be good,
Yeah,
because then
yeah.
at least you know who you're
Yeah,
speaking to.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, an email address. I've taken so many statements over the phone,
Yeah.
because it's important. I have done a few email statements, so I take it over the phone, speak to the person, because there's a lot of people that are really busy, they got work, they got family, etc.
Yeah.
So I take it over the phone, write it up for them, and then I'll send it via email. They look through it, check it, make sure it's all okay, send it back to me. I put it on an official statement form, post it out to them, they sign it, and then send it back in the
Yeah.
in
Email
the
it to them
envelope.
rather than post it. 'Cause
If
obviously,
they've got
yeah.
a scanner
Yeah.
and want to sign it and scan it back to me, that's perfect. Absolutely.
Yeah. No, it's just something that came up a while ago, and there was a debate about a police officer seeing an assault happen
Yeah.
in front of them, or
Yeah.
there was more than one.
Yeah.
And basically, because it was a police officer that done the assault and they was in plain clothes, they kind of ignored the assault, let the police officer, he was actually going into a station, let him go
Yeah.
into the station, and literally said to the person that had been assaulted, oh, you got to go off and report it yourself.
That's not right.
Yeah, so
That's not right.
I was just kind of just gave.
That makes my blood run cold, I'll be honest. Because
Yeah.
I've never been like that and never will be. That's
Okay,
awful.
okay. When I finish off, I'll what's your name again?
It's Steph.
Steph. Okay, Steph. I'll try to see if I could link you into that incident that happened, and maybe it's not for anything else other than just maybe to watch over it and sort of like.
Yeah,
Don't let your blood boil.
I don't know if,
keep calm. I think the person kept calm, so
Yeah, that's
yeah. Well, I think they shouted out a little bit in the beginning because obviously they was being assaulted, and and I think that's what kind of made the police officers sort of think, well, I don't know. I'm not going to assume anything. Assumption isn't very good.
See, it's not just that. It's people that hate crimes especially. So you've got your basic offence, so like an assault, say, and they've been injured. And then they say that it's either motivated or aggravated by hate, and that just makes my stomach turn. You know,
I don't think
society I want to live in.
No, which is fair enough. I don't think it was a hate crime. I think it was a crime of ignorance, because the person wasn't doing anything unlawful.
Yeah.
So just like what you were saying earlier on, I mean, standing on the pavement now, I'm perfectly able to do, you know, film in public and stuff like that. Just because
I usually come out to ask people if they're all right, because I don't want them to be stood in the cold any longer than they have.
Well, which is fair enough. I mean, by saying am I all right, I mean it just opens up a can of worms, because well, I am, yeah, and a lot of police officers initially come out to say, are you all right, and then to question.
And move on.
No, well, move on for one, because they're sort of like saying, well, you can't film and you can't do this and you can't do that, which is wrong. But also they want to gain information about that particular person. But if the person's not doing anything wrong,
then they don't
need to be giving anything,
I think honestly where it comes from is from the terrorism in London. That's where it comes from, because they know, after doing the investigations, after all the 7/7 and the 9/11 and all that stuff, they know that certain people were going up to police stations and filming exits, entrances, cameras and everything else.
I'll stop you there, because I don't believe that that's a fact. And the reason why I don't believe that that's a fact, unless it's people that were arrested and had that sort of information, it's not something which is a widespread thing, because you don't get on YouTube, lots of videos of police stations being filmed for security codes and all that sort of thing. So
no, but it was I don't know if you've seen it. There's some footage of a gentleman going around London, and every time he gets to somewhere that he thinks is he tilts the camera to show that it was a target. I think that is online.
Okay.
But I mean, obviously, don't search terrorism videos.
I don't have to, because that's not my purpose. But
no, exactly.
But what it is.
But that's where the fear has come from, because we have training courses that use those videos to say, if you see someone outside a police station and they're filming things that you'd think, well, that's a bit strange. I say a normal tourist. Most tourists will go and film, you know, the city centre, or they'll take pictures of their dinner and stuff like that, or the cathedral at the top of College Green. Right. And you sort of think, well, that's cool. They take a photo, or they take a little bit of a snap, and they move on. As you can tell, police stations aren't beautiful. So unless you're the sort of person that sort of goes on holiday and likes to see police stations,
but
it just makes a lot of officers suspicious and they worry.
But the thing about it
gets drummed into us that we have to ask questions. But I don't have to ask questions and be horrible to you, and I don't know why.
But also, even if you did ask a question, if I'm not doing anything wrong, I don't need to answer. First and foremost. And secondly, if you establish that I'm not doing anything wrong, then you shouldn't be telling me not to film or to leave the area. So what happens is, although you might sort of come out with what you just said about a person, because I don't think it's a general thing, it might be just a few. But a few.
It's going to be a few people who are terrorists.
which is fair enough. So a few shouldn't affect the majority. And being police officers, you should have the intuition and the skill to know the difference between people, because if you go out and say, oh, we're worried about this person filming outside, then you might as well be worried about people walking past a bank, because they could be looking in the bank to do it, you know. So we shouldn't be treated any different if I'm filming outside. And so that's where the argument sort of, well, not an argument, but the debate of what you're saying, in my opinion, kind of sort of, you know, is a bit. I'm not going to say that you shouldn't investigate things. You shouldn't come out and maybe even ask. It is the way of doing it. It's the professionalism, and it's how it's all been dealt with. Obviously, you've come out, you've spoken to me in a nice way. We've had a conversation, and this conversation has been consensual, because otherwise I wouldn't have said anything. I'd have stood there blank, and let you continue look at me like
I might have got you a blank
sort of thing.
If you're right.
So I mean, all I'm doing is just filming.
You're exercising your rights, and that's fine.
Well, that is one of the main things, actually, because obviously I'm on a public footpath, you know, and the staff up there were helpful. They got me
they're lovely. The front office ladies have seen everything.
So you know, it was
It also means that, you know, for the rest of your day, hopefully you'll think, well, they're not all vicious. And the thing for me is, so I used to work in London. I was a Met Cop for 10 years. Right, okay. What station? Lewisham. Oh man, I just come from Lewisham. You come from Lewisham? I told you had a bit of an accent. No, but I just come from Lewisham. I'm not telling you why I come from Lewisham. Lewisham's horrible. They are disgusting, serious.
telling you straight. I don't care what you want to say.
The police or the people?
Well, certain officers, yeah, of course. Not everybody.
No,
I'm not going to tie everybody with the same brush, but, you know.
Yeah, I've worked there. I've been here 4 years now. But I met Cop for 10 years, and I will always remember that, you know what Lewisham's like. We had a lovely gentleman. It was a lovely bloke, but he was always drunk.
Okay.
Miss, I used to do boxing.
Right,
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hated male police officers because they were always so horrible to him.
Yeah.
Really nice to the ladies.
Okay.
Bless him.
Fair enough.
So he was great for ladies, and I stopped a group of kids, just local high street at night time. Stopped a load of kids, and they were doing the whole, oh, what do you want? And it's like, well, nothing. Just like, are you okay? What's going on?
Yeah.
And they just turned for whatever reason behind me. He's like, yeah, come on then. I was like, oh. And I thought, do you know what? If I'd have been horrible to him, he would never, ever have looked to protect me.
Yeah, fair enough.
So that's my philosophy. If I am civil to you, even if you have done something wrong, like a shoplift or something like that,
which I haven't.
If I'm civil to you and polite to you, because I've got no beef with you, then next time round you might think actually not all police are horrible. So it might be you the next time.
Yeah,
that's my philosophy anyway.
Lewisham are terrible. I do not like Lewisham Police Station. They're ignorant, arrogant, and basically the example that I was telling you happened at Lewisham.
What are the odds?
Happened at Lewisham Station.
What are you doing down here? You got family down there, or?
See, you're questioning that.
Oh no, like not for the camera, just sort
of.
Yeah,
but that's it. That's what I'm saying.
No,
so just by asking general questions, I will refuse to answer. Simply, no, it's not. You wouldn't upset me. It's just that, like I said, because I'm filming not necessarily to have a conversation about me. If you get what I'm saying.
So you're editing. You will edit it though.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, the conversation has been really good, so I might just let the whole conversation run.
Cool.
Yeah, there might be bits and bobs that I'll like the guy's name you just said. I'll obviously edit. I'm not somebody who's going to be like giving out.
I think he's actually got his own Facebook page.
Like I said, I mean,
shout out.
Yeah, shout out. It's not even like I mean, there was a guy in there earlier on. He was talking. I'm not about capturing members of the public and all that sort of thing, you know what I mean? So there'll be things that obviously I'll just put a little stop on because, you know, I've got respect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But got right to privacy as well.
Yeah, well, that's another. That's a touchy thing. They haven't got right.
No, I mean, if they're going in there to report something.
Yeah, they've got a right to privacy, but obviously, if I can film, then that privacy should be like what you said. They should take them into a room and create their own privacy.
But they've got to go to the desk to say what they want first. It's like in a bank, isn't it? You hear everybody's.
Well, if there's an implied access of public accessibility, then basically privacy's got to be created up to a point. But like I said, regardless, respectfully, I'm not going to go in there and start. Sometimes if I go to a police station, there's people in there, I don't even go in because you know, I just leave them, let them do their business. They don't need me in there filming and stuff. So, but it's been good, and like I said, you've interacted really good. I think this station now will get an A+. Yeah. This station, well, maybe not an A+. Well, actually,
without the glass, maybe. That's definitely a B.
But like I said, your staff has been welcoming. They didn't say anything to me untowards. They got me the section A of PACE. You've come out, you've engaged, you've asked me and to alleviate any fears if that was the point in the beginning, but you've kind of come out as a friendly nature. And the police cars that have passed have just driven past, so no issues, nothing. Basically, it is about auditing, because I'm an auditor.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so it's about auditing, and what it's a year since this station was literally, I'll just let them go past. It was a year literally since this station was attacked, March 21 last year. So I thought I would come back and see if there's been any improvements, because obviously the imprint that I saw was boarded up station and all that sort of thing. So that's why I'm here now, just to kind of do a year later, and basically, fine, nothing.
That has been done since, I promise you.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
I mean, it's an easy target. sort of said to them, well, why don't you get some plastic panels just for the first 2 sort of bits of glass?
Yeah.
Because it is so easy. I mean, okay, you can't get a vehicle through the bollard.
Yeah.
But it is, yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
But yeah, if you want anything else at any point, then feel free.
No. I'm good. Yeah.
No worries.
Thank you very
Come
much.
back for a cup of tea next time, though.
Nah, I don't know what you guys might put in it.
Hot water, tea bag, milk if you want.
There we go. That's the way to do it. All right then. All right. Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you.
And nice to meet you as well.
Anyone else?
No. You've done everything that you need to do in respect of making the
having a chat.
Yeah, having a chat. That's fine. I mean, obviously, if I'm not going to see no vehicles come out on blue lights, I'll kind of call it a day.
Yeah, sorry, Sunday, and there's no response.
No. That's cool.
It's strange, isn't it, for a town centre?
Yeah. Well. Yeah. But it is what it is. It is what it is. All right then. Cheers. Thank you.
No worries.
All right then. Cheers.
Oh my God, we didn't.
Yeah, go in the warm. So there we go. That was Steph from Avon and Somerset Police, Bridewell Police Station, and yep, I am going to make a move now. It was really a good conversation. So Avon and Somerset, you done well. Cheers. And I'm out of here. Yes. Okay, so I'm still in Bristol. Come for a stroll. Keynsham Police Centre.